Hello everyone, I hope you all had a great Monday. As for me, it was another smoking hot day, and being that it is Monday means spooky places. And someone asked me a couple weeks ago about doing one on zombies, and being that I have read about 3 actual zombie outbreaks in U.S. history, I thought I would post this for all these zombie fans, so enjoy. Zombie outbreaks often happen in the wake of natural disasters and warm climates, which helps in the recipe for zombie outbreak. This is the 3 known zombie outbreaks in U.S. history that were reported. There may be more, but these are the ones that have been reported. The first, Key West, Florida, 1935. On Labor Day, September 2nd, 1935, a major hurricane bore down on the Florida Keys, a string of islands separating the Gulf of Mexico from the Atlantic Ocean. The hurricane, one of only 2 Category 5 storms ever recorded in the United States, made landfall at Key West, the most populous of all the Keys. As day turned to night, heavy rains and winds of over 150 miles an hour rode over the island, destroying virtually everything standing. Amid the destruction, infected rats began roaming the island. And by morning, the first of the zombies appeared. Many islanders mistook the zombies for dazed hurricane survivors, and the plague spread across the island like wildfire. To make matters worse, the roads and bridges connecting the Keys to the mainland had been washed out by the storm. The islanders had no way to escape. Scores of people drowned when they chose to leap into the choppy surf rather than face the ferocious zombies. Within days, FVZA troops from all over the South converged on the Key West in a variety of sea craft. They established a beachhead on the south side of the island and went about the process of extermination. It took 3 weeks to secure the island. A total of 3,500 people were infected and destroyed, an enormous number of considering that there was a zombie vaccine available at the time. Interesting. We now move to Vicksburg, Mississippi, 1863. 1863 was a pivotal year of the American Civil War. The Union Army, sensing victory, tried to deal a knockout blow to the Confederacy by taking control of the Mississippi River. After New Orleans fell to the Union, the city of Vicksburg remained as the last Confederate holdout on the Big River. On May 18th, 1863, 3,200 Union troops arrived off the coast of Vicksburg and demanded an immediate surrender. But Confederate leaders refused, and the Union laid siege to the city. A month of heavy bombardment ensued. On June 17th, city residents spotted the first zombie, and within days, dozens were wandering about. This development hardly worried the 30,000 Confederate troops protecting the city. They entertained themselves by conducting target practice on the zombies. But with their supply lines cut off, the Confederate troops soon ran out of ammo and the zombies kept coming. To this day, Southerners claim that the Union let the zombie plague continue out of pure malice. In any case, when Union forces entered the city on July 3rd, hundreds of zombies were roaming the streets, many in Confederate uniforms. As there was no FVZA at this time, the Union soldiers had to do the killing, and they quickly found out that the zombies, unlike soldiers, do not surrender. In the end, an estimated 2,000 people were infected and destroyed at Vicksburg. Almost as many were killed in the Battle of Bull Run. Hawaii, 1892. At the beginning of the 1890s, Hawaii found itself in a tug-of-war between native islanders who wanted the island to remain independent and powerful sugar growers who wanted to join the United States. Queen Liliuokalani Kinlany ascended to the throne in 1891 and promptly enacted a series of measures designed to weaken the influence of the sugar growers. However, her mind was soon occupied by different matters. In August 1892, a zombie plague that had began among Chinese laborers in the sugarcane fields of Owa spread to Honolulu. Wave after wave of zombies came staggering out of the jungle, forcing desperate islanders to board outrigging canoes and flee to neighboring islands. Despite her fear of losing independence, the Queen had no choice but to ask the United States for help. A detachment of troops arrived in the fall and quickly wrestled control of the city from the zombies. But the surrounding countryside proved more difficult to clear, and more troops were called in. The sugar growers took advantage of the chaos and panic by launching a coup, and the Queen was deposed. Hawaii was annexed by the United States in 1898. There has long been suspicion that the sugar growers let the plague go in order to destabilize the Queen, a suspicion strengthened by the fact that the top growers left Hawaii shortly after the outbreak began. Whatever the case, Hawaii's 1893 zombie outbreak killed just under 2,000 people, making it the third worst in U.S. history. Well, I hope you all enjoyed these spooky tales this week, my friends, and wishing you all a spooky, zombie-free night.